Hi, this is Amber from So Simple Quilt Shop, and we are ready to do our third video for our Saturday sampler. So we're going to go ahead and start. So first of all, in your packet you're going to get your set of instructions. You're going to get a solid blue piece or red, a dark blue with a print or a dark red with a print, a light color, and then another light color that either has blue or red in it, depending on whichever packet that you got. So from there, you're going to go ahead and use your pattern to cut, but we're going to show you how to make the half square triangle units. Like I've said before, if you need to do a half square triangle, instead of cutting a 7/8 of a square, I just round it up to the next full inch. So on this one, we are going to cut 6-inch squares. We're going to cut 2 of the light color, which would be this one, and 2 of your dark color, per the instructions of your pattern. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take and mark on the back from corner to corner on your 2 light ones, and then you're going to sew on each side, which I have already done to speed up things. So it's probably kind of hard to see because I used a light thread, but right here's my stitching on each side of that line. So I've stitched 1/4 inch up this side and 1/4 inch of this side. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut on that solid line. I'm going to cut that open. And then when you open that up, you're going to have 2 half square triangle units. At that time then, you're going to need to press those open, pressing with the dark side, pressing your seam towards your dark side. So you will be making 2 of these half square triangle units, which will give you a total of 4. Once you've done that, then you're going to square those down to 5.5 inches. So we're going to do that real quick. And use our ruler here. And come over and square one edge, turn it, square the other side 5.5 inches. There's not very much to take off, but just a little bit's all you need. And then we're going to grab this side. Just have a little bit on that one edge. We'll do the same thing to this one. Once you get that done, then we'll start putting our block together. I always like to have it just a little bit bigger. It gives me a little room to square, and it makes my blocks come out much nicer because I have square blocks to start with. So now we have our 2 blocks, which we will have 4 when you make it. Here's the other 2 that I've already done. And so you're going to take those, and you're going to take one of your square and one of your long rectangle white pieces. You're going to put it in the center here, and then you're going to take your other 2 and you're going to sew a dark square in the center. Then you're going to take these 2, place them like so, and we're going to sew this together right here, and then finish sewing that together to create our block. So again, I would recommend that you check your 1/4 inch seam allowance to make sure that you have it set correctly. And like I've also said before, I usually use a scamp 1/4 inch because I like to just give myself a little extra room. So we're going to sift through these. And we're going to place it on the other side and sew a 1/4 inch there. That done. Then I'm going to press my seams to the outside on this particular block. Make sure that's the way I've done that one. I'm sorry, I'm going to press them to the inside. So I'm going to give that a press here. Now I'm going to sew these 2 sections together to create the rest of my block. And I'm just going to if you press these the opposite direction, you can butt up your seam allowances right there, and so that helps you match up your seam to your next one. You can also pin if you'd like to. For the most part, I just kind of watch it, and I don't pin, but a lot of people do like to pin for accuracy. So that will be totally up to you, whatever you would like to do. And we're going to add our other side on here. One more seam. Okay, so we got that done. I'm going to press my seams on my block. Need that right now. Okay, so now you have your block. It's going to be a 12.5-inch block at this point. Then you're going to take your template and you're going to trace it onto your heat and bond. Then you're going to fuse that to the back of your dark blue, and then you're going to cut out, and you're going to have four templates. I've already placed 2 on, but a way to center them is I would take a ruler and I would lay it from corner to corner on my block, and I would make a little mark on it right here, and that's going to show me where I want to put the point of my block. Let me do it on this side also. Make a little mark there. I like to use the friction pins because they just will iron off as soon as you iron your block. You're going to peel the stuff off your template there. Then you're going to lay it on your block, and that way it centers it, and make sure you kind of have equal distances on the outside edge. And I probably have dropped my other one. So I'm going to just go ahead and fuse this one on. Oh, there it is. Okay, now I've found them. We're going to lay this one on here. I'm just going to iron that in place. And I'm going to switch it over to this side and iron this one in place. And then you're going to go to your machine and you're going to pick a decorative stitch. I usually use a blanket stitch, or you could use a zigzag stitch, but you want something that's going to go over each. It's going to catch on this side and that side, so that way it's going to secure the edges of the part you're fusing on. So I need to change my foot real quick. I like to use an open toe foot because I can see all the way while I'm quilting where I'm at on the edge of my block. Now I need to change my settings on my machine to whichever decorative stitch I use, which I like to use a blanket stitch. And then you're going to stitch around. I kind of like using the tan thread. I think it adds a little bit of dimension. I didn't do it on the original quilt, but I have done it on these, and I really do like that. And then on this machine, when I turn, I have a B button, and it will start at the very beginning, so it keeps me from getting back stitches, which I love. Turn that around. Hit my B button, and it'll start from the beginning. Got one done. We're going to go over and do this one real quick. friends, it doesn't take very long to do this applique. They're very easy, simple things to applique, and I think it's a great way to start if you haven't appliqued before. So we're almost to the end of this block. Get my scissors. I'm going to press it one more time, and we'll have this block done. I think it turned out to be a really pretty block. You could use this in any quilt. And then here's what it looks like if it's done out of the red. So just so you can see the difference in the colors. And so you're going to look up, and it is the top center block on the blue quilt. And then on the red quilt, it's at the end of the peace sign, or the word peace. So if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at the shop at 582-8383. You can visit us on the web at SoSimpleQuilts.com. We are located in Ozark behind Lambert's Cafe, and we'd love to see you. So stop in and see us, and everyone have a blessed Christmas, and we appreciate you. Thank you.